What's up, everyone? Dan here, and yesterday we got quite a bit of news on Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, the standalone game in the Uncharted series, starring Chloe Frazer, and yeah, pretty much the Uncharted community just went nuts yesterday because, of course, we got a cinematic teaser, we got a cinematic trailer for the game. We also got a release date as well, and we also got the price of the standalone game. So yeah, a lot of news to talk about today. I've definitely got a lot to say on this. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. And first off, before I get into this, I want to say that if you haven't seen the latest episode of Gaming at its Core, which is of course episode 4, please go ahead and watch that on my channel. I uploaded it on Monday, so you shouldn't have to search too far to find it because, of course, I had a special guest on there, of course, Robin Gaming. It was a massive pleasure to be able to have him on the podcast. So if you can go and check it out, please do so because it was just awesome to make that video, and also with the amount of editing I had to do on mine, to fix some audio issues that we had. It'd just be awesome if you could go back and just support it with, a like or a comment or a share. It'd mean a lot to me. But yeah, let's get into this. So of course, we're first of all gonna look at the cinematic that Naughty Dog and Sony released on YouTube. So the cutscene is basically just Chloe and Nadine on a river in India, I'm guessing, and they are discussing the Tusk of Ganesh, and they're trying to, I think, solve an artifact that Chloe has in her hand. And in the cutscene, she gets the device working, and she discovers that it reveals weapons that are associated with certain Hindu gods. They realize that they have actually found a connection between them all, and could potentially lead to a location on the Tusk of Ganesh. The cutscene in itself isn't anything massive. It's all if there's any like action happening or explosions, but it's more of a study at where the relationship is between Nadine and Chloe, because in this cutscene they do seem very hostile towards one another still, very similar to what we saw at the PSX demo. So you can clearly tell their partnership has not exactly improved a whole lot since then. We see obviously Chloe mention about her father, about how he was very into Hindu gods, which is the first time we've ever heard her mention her father. So we know we're going to get context to that in the game, so it's going to be awesome to see that actually play out while we go through the campaign, so that's going to be cool to see. And of course, I have to put this in there for a little mention. I mean, Chloe's 1080p ass looks beautiful. 10 out of 10. Oh my god. I knew the Uncharted community is probably that was when I knew the trailer was online. Literally, I just searched on Twitter. I just see freaking gifs of Chloe's butt in Uncharted 4. I'm like, there's a new trailer out for this, isn't there? Oh man. But yeah, I thought the cinematic in itself, it was good. Wasn't anything special, but I'm happy that they're not showing too much. Because I would rather go into, potentially the last piece of, Uncharted, the last bit of Uncharted from Naughty Dog that we could be getting in quite a while. I would rather go into it knowing little as possible rather than knowing like everything, like we did with Uncharted 3. So yeah, I thought it was good. I don't think it was worthy of like a reaction, because originally I was like, oh, the trailer, I might do a reaction to it, but then when I realized it's a cutscene, I couldn't be bothered. Unlike a certain somebody who did a reaction to it, not going to mention names, but he knows who he is, and he's probably watching this video. So yeah, you disappoint me. But now we're going to talk about the release date, because as well as the trailer, we also got a release date for the standalone game, and we've now found out that the game is going to be releasing on August the 22nd in the US, and is going to be releasing on the 22nd of August in North America, and will be releasing on August the 23rd in the UK and Europe. Meaning, yet again, the UK and Europe gets fucking snubbed again, so that means I'm going to have to stay offline for the whole of the 22nd of August, so I don't get this game spoiled for me. Because that's what I remember. I don't understand why they didn't just do this as a worldwide release, because it's a standalone game. It's not a DLC. If it was a DLC, single player add-on, that's fine. But this is a standalone game. I just don't understand why you do this. It annoys me because it means I have to compulsively not go on the internet to avoid spoilers, and it pisses me off so much. But I'll have to get used to it. But that release date, I'm very happy with it. I did kind of expect the game to come out in August. I didn't think it'd come out in September because obviously people are speculating that's when Red Dead 2 might come out. I really don't think it's going to be coming out then. I honestly think it will get delayed till next year. But I think August is a good time to release it because the summer period is usually quite dry in terms of games. So at least this is something that we as gamers will be able to look forward to during that time span. And also, it's going to be competing with a Shadow of War because I'm pretty sure the last time I checked, that releases on the same weekend. So that'll be very interesting to see. Very excited to see how the game will compete against it, especially considering Shadow of War is this big it's a whole fledged game. It's obviously going to have a lot more content in it compared to the Lost Legacy. So it will be interesting to see how it does. I hope it doesn't hurt the sales of the Lost Legacy or in turn hurt sales of Shadow of War because I love Shadow of Mordor. I always want to see sequels to that game because I just love it so much. So yeah, I'm very interested to see how it's going to compete against that. And then also, lastly, we also got the price for it. Now, we don't have an exact price here in Europe and the UK, but we have found out that the standalone game will cost $40 in the US and 50 Canadian dollars, which is quite surprising, to be perfectly honest. I expected it to be around about the $30 mark, to be perfectly honest, but $40 is very surprising. It's definitely got me a little more intrigued as to how much content is going to be in this, because $40 would usually work at around about probably £31 in the UK or £30. It depends on which store you go to be perfectly honest. But yeah, about £30 here in the UK. So that is very interesting. That's like double the price of the Last of Us Left Behind. So it's really got people talking as to why is it this expensive? Is it because of the fact that they're including, Uncharted from multiplayer onto this? Is it because of the fact that the single player is so long? To be honest with you, I don't know. I would imagine that the multiplayer aspect would have something to do with the price, but I hope Sony understands the fact that people who are playing this game, I guarantee you over half the people who will buy Lost Legacy will already own Uncharted 4, so the inclusion of Uncharted 4 multiplayer is kind of useless to them. So I do hope that the increase in value is probably due to the longest single player campaign length. If it is because of the campaign length, then I would be happy. If it's because of the multiplayer and the campaign's still about 5 to 4 hours, I would be a bit disappointed. But I'm expecting more of a 6-hour campaign, to be perfectly honest. So the price doesn't worry me too much. I mean, I've got the season pass for 25 quid, so I've essentially just saved myself a fiver, maybe even more. So I'm not complaining. I'm very happy that I managed to get myself that season pass before it expired on PS Store. So if you did get that season pass, you just saved yourself some money. So yeah, you should be happy with yourself. So that is it for the news for Lost Legacy. I know some of you guys will probably be happy because I'm now starting to get back into doing gaming videos. I am going to try to make more gaming videos over these next few months because my interest in gaming has started to pick up recently, obviously, with me joining the Gaming at its Core podcast. My interest for gaming has gone up. So yeah, you probably will most likely see me talk about games more often. But of course, let me know in the comment section below what you think about the Lost Legacy's release date. Are you happy that it's going to be competing with Shadow of War? Or the price? Are you a bit shocked that it's going to cost $40? And with that all being said, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching the video, and I hope to see you again next time.